Basketball Strength team, Coach Lemanczyk right here. I want to talk to you about the swamp lunge, why it's so important. Let's say you have a basketball in your hands. You put it through on a tween dribble. Look at this position. This is the swamp lunge. Let's say you play football and you're running a counter. You're a halfback and you come through and you fake the dive. Whoop! Then you come through like this. What position are you in? Swamp lunge. Let's say you're a baseball pitcher and you're on the mound and you're in the windup. Take a step back. Ooh. Well, let's say you come over the top and wow, swamp lunge. Let's say you're a first baseman looking to pick the ball. Swamp lunge. We can keep going through land sports one by one. And what we're going to find? Swamp lunge, swamp lunge, swamp lunge. Soccer, football, rugby, even hockey. Hockey a lot, actually. So what we want to do is we want to actually work on the swamp lunge progressions. There's 6 phases. There's 4 progressions in each phase. There's a challenge in each phase. So what we want to do is get good at those individual phases. The swamp lunge starts with acute angles, very short. It's all based on mathematics. That's how I broke it down. So we're most confident in tight. So when we work, right, what we want to do is start hips, knees, feet in a straight line, a slight diagonal, lift, abduct, land, turn, and pivot, small steps, and then we just go straight down like this. Make 2 acute angles. Keep yourself in tight, and then just stand up with both legs. This is the very beginning, right? Lift, abduct, land, turn, and pivot, acute angles, tucked, tight, right? This is the beginning. But then as you grow with confidence and maturity, everything from your fascia all the way up to your hip, you lift, abduct, so you come out a little bit more now, and then when you sink down into that lunge, you're still acute, you're almost right. You're still acute, you're almost right, but you're moving towards that 90-degree angle. See, that's the point. You'll start with acute angles, move towards right angles, graduate into obtuse angles, and then what happens is as you train, you'll choose, based on your biofeedback and how things are flowing, to mix and match. Your front leg, a majority of the time, is going to be a right angle. The back leg, a majority of the time, is going to be an obtuse angle. And ultimately, the swamp lunges become a series of traveling, diagonal, one-legged squats. This is the thing that's not necessarily understood unless you're trained by me or you have basketball strength. Because people will think it's just a series of lunges and travel pushing on both legs. It's completely erroneous. What we have to do is understand the course design, how it starts with acute angles with both legs, and by the time you're finished with that course, you're ultimately in the 6th phase, working on the front leg, long strides, optimal flexibility, a series of one-legged squats. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So this is really a way that you can get things done in short order. The best way to do it is to warm up for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then after that, get work done. Therefore, we got to work the movement differentials because the muscles that support the pelvic girdle, they're not in alignment. We got to bring them in alignment. Swamp lunges forces the alignment. Not sets of 10, thousands of reps, right? That's what it takes. Thousands of reps. So that's what we'll do. Right. So what I like to do is I go on these lunge journeys, and this is the pace I'll use. I've given you enough instructions, so now it's just time to go. Right. Turn around and make it quick. Yeah, here we go. We don't want too much transition time. But I like to make it quick. This is right angle. Slight tap on the knee, just for conditioning. This is Muay Thai conditioning for me, actually. Again, so many crossovers. It's like, what will you use my system for? Most popularized use for basketball strength is fighting, training. It's not always basketball. It should be, but it's not. Something strange about basketball players and coaches. They want to stay in the weight room. That's cool, but dude, if you can move. And what you guys are going to realize sooner than later is that the weight room is constructive in a lot of ways, but destructive in more. You want to be in the business of body construction and through movement, because that's what your body's made to do. It's not meant to sit tight in a box doing things outside of nature. You're in nature. Get out there. Get this path pretty good. Right? Halfway decent effort. You just need to see it. There's so many carryovers. And I love to train and show effort. And my legs at 47 feel really good. I don't squat with weight. This is what I do. I jump and I sprint in the water. All my plyos in the ocean. I don't really show too much because I don't really have anybody to videotape me at that time. When I do it, it's always pre-dawn. There's certain times I like to do it. My body feels best in those times. Alright, so now we're really starting to feel it. And this is fun because I like to call this the stuff. You don't really get to the stuff until you work long enough, right? I've done it all, guys. Strongman competitions, everything. Like, pardon me. Once you start training hard like this, it's never gonna be the same. And we're good. That was pretty good effort. I can't do any more without making mistakes. And that's what swamp lunges in general are about. You do them so you can't do them right, and then you're out. I wanted to show it to you on sand, the way I do it, staying in the camera view. If the camera's not on, one shot. Usually 2 jetties or 3 jetties. So we're here on Franklin most of the time. I get on a Long Beach Boulevard and then walk or jog back. So I hope you dug it, man. Let me see your swamp lunges. Yeah, let me see them. Later.